I don't like any of it. I'm here hyping a random weird book that fantasizes shit, and you all are in love with this. And I am sorry if someone is like liking this book or someone is the writer's fan. I'm sorry for that. And then I was like, why the hell was I reading this book? Stay away from this book. Like, I have read this book halfly. I mean, I'm not someone who leaves my things in middle way, but I had to leave this book. Like, I read up to 16 chapter. That was around 200 pages or something. I don't know exactly. Let me check it and I'll tell you the. Yeah, it was approximately 190, like 190 pages. I read 190 pages of this book. The starting was shit. If you are a teenager who haven't read any dark romance and shit, I know you're gonna love it. So the reason is very silly because you are unexperienced and you just want to get into things, and for this and for you this book is going to be a heaven, like for you in your mind, but when you grow up you're gonna hate things like I hated Haunting Underline. Okay, so I'm not talking about that thing. The thing is, this book aren't meant to be read. Like, I have stopped reading this book. This book was so bad, so bad. Right now I'm having a sinful feeling in my mind that I have not read this book yet. I have left this in half. And when you are a reader, when you leave a book in halfway, you feel a feeling of sin right now. Okay, too much about this book and my hate towards this book. Let's switch it up and just talk about what exactly I hated in this book. Like, I know there are many fans over there yelling at me, how dare you talk about this? This is my favorite book. Calm down, bro. Everyone has a perspective. I do have. So the thing that I didn't like about this book is the cover. Okay, this is also like exceptional. This cannot have any conclusion, but yeah, I didn't like the cover. And then this one, what is it written? A dark romance like you have never seen before. Can you handle the ride? This was not a dark romance. Like, this was not at all a dark romance. This was something shit. I don't know. So when you open up this book, you'll get a list of things that you should not like. You should accept before reading this book. Like, they have. Let me read it for you. Like, it won't be visible in the camera. So it's like the first page of this book holds some sentiments or some warnings that people who have struggle or like have triggers with these kind of things, they should not proceed reading this book. Child abuse, medical content, blood, gore, knife play, gun play, fear play. I don't know what kind of play they're having, and you know what kind of play they're having. If you know, then hit a like. Okay, so when you open the book, I was like, this part was engaging. I felt like this book has something. It's simply written for brave enough to ride the handle. And I was like, yes, hell nah, girlie, I am the one. But then I was like, okay, let's give it a try. I opened the chapter and I could see that this book is a do it book. If you're not knowing what exactly a do it book is, writing a book with both perspectives of the hero or the heroine, the male lead, female, male, whatever they have. So this is a do it book, and I don't like do it books. And I was not even, knowing that this was a do it book. It's just that I was getting suggestions of this on my book talk, and I was like, yeah, hell nah, I haven't read this book yet. I have to read it. And oh my god, it's apparently US Today bestseller, so I had to give it a try. So, chapter one is like, I don't like it. I don't know how you are going to love this. A girl who was in hookups, a boy who was in hookup, they both are hookupping with this. So Ali is a girl. She's a nurse, basically, not a doctor. I know people don't read things carefully, and they're like assuming that she's a doctor. She's a fucking nurse, bro. So the story revolves around Ali Kapiluki and John Heyman. Like, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. So the thing is, they both are in the main lead, and main lead, male or female, whatever you just think it off to be. Okay, I know I'm speaking a little steady, so you can just go to that button and just click that. Please increase your speed on YouTube, and you just get it. Okay. Oh my god, I'm not concluding this up. Can we just rant about this book? This book has ruined me. Trust me, I gave 2 days to this book, and I've completed up to 16 chapters. And then I was like, why the hell was I reading this book? Okay, so what exactly made me this anxious and gave parasitic attacks? What is a parasitic attack? Okay, we'll not talk about it. So the story revolves around this Ali. She's a nurse. She is like not married. She's and is busy with her life because her shifts are literally ruining her life. Well, work-life balance and shits. She wants a work-life balance in her life, but apparently she cannot get one. And talking about Josh, his father is a criminal. Basically, he's in jail or something, and he wants to stay away from his father's footprint. He want to hide his stepdad, mom, and he want to save everyone out from his father's terror. So this is what exactly how it works, and Josh is exactly like a dark romance hero. You're getting it. Okay, if you have read dark romance, you know what I mean. So the story starts from Ali's perspective, where she was in hospital and she was managing stuffs, and she was talking about her tiring day, how fucked the life is of hers, and this that. Suddenly she opens some random Instagram account and just saw a guy who was doing weird stuff nakedly on social media. I don't know how is this possible, but even as he was doing such thing, girls were dying for his body, 6 feet, 6 up, 6 feet 4 inches. Oh my god, whatever you just say. So she was also interested in that guy, and he was basically wearing a mask, so his identity wasn't like wholly published. No one knew who exactly this guy was. Everyone knew how exactly his body was. I don't know why this guy had to do this thing. First, why the hell are you doing this? Like, why would a sane mind ever do this thing, kind of things? Like, okay, people can do anything. So this girl Ellie has an ex or ex hookup partner. I don't know their story because this book doesn't have any context about their story. I just know that they had hookup once. So yeah, this guy Taylor and this Ellie had done it like earlier, and she ghosted him for approximately 2 months. And after 2 months, she's like, "Can you come to my house wearing that mask? For what? You know for what? Don't ask me that." Okay, so this guy Taylor was like, "How can you be this? You have ghosted me 2 months ago, and now you want me to come back in your life? Of course, that's logical. Why the hell would Ali do this?" And Ali is like, "Oh my god, it's been 2 months. I was so busy in work." She's an career-oriented, career-driven girl, something like that. Then, like Alice sends him some pictures of that same masked guy, and Taylor was showing those pictures to his best friend Josh. Okay, and when Josh saw those pictures, he was like, "Oh my god, this guy is me. I am wearing that mask, but my best friend doesn't know. Oh my god, people doesn't know how exactly Okay, calm down. And Josh sees that picture and he's like, "Oh my god, how is that woman trying to identify me?" And then he stalks her, and apparently he is in love with her. And this is how the story continues. This was the thing, and this is no spoiler. I don't give spoilers in my video, I know. I want you to read this book and have the same pain as I am having. You getting it? Okay. And there's another thing that I hate about this book. Like, when you're starting a book, you're not giving us a build up. You're not building up the story. You're directly going to this kinking fuckery. And why the hell would you do that, bro? At least give some build up. You starting with that shit that I don't want to read. And I was like depressed. I didn't had any build up. How would I feel for that? How would I even get that emotion when I'm not knowing how exactly the male lead is or the female lead is? You're directly doing it. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And this guy Josh, he's such an hypocrite. Wait, I'm just searching that page where I marked it up. I'll show you how hypocrite this man is. I'm searching for those pages. Give me a second. Okay, so just read this one. This shit out. This is on, just check it out. This is on the 41st page. Yeah, the 41st page, the starting of this novel. And we're seeing how hypocrite this guy has to be. I know I'm being too furious, but I am irritated. Why I wanted Ali to be all for me, not just because she was a beautiful woman. Okay, you didn't wanted Ali because she was a beautiful woman. That's why you were objectifying her in the starting. How dumb Taylor was to drop this beautiful girl in vain. He was such a fool, such an ass. And now you're saying this that you don't want her because she's beautiful. Let's see why you want her. Let's see. Okay, I'm just who regularly proportionated my alter ego, but because technically she had stalked me first. She stalked you first? How the hell she stalked you first when you had an Instagram account? Or whatever you had, a social media account on whichever platform it was. It was you who had that account, and when someone is watching your video, you're considering it to be stalking? Okay, let me read afterwards. Calm down, guys, calm down. Or try to if the search history I had discovered when I hacked into a laptop was anything to go by. You literally hacked your follower's account and you are considering her to be stalking you by searching your name. Like, just if you're searching my name, I'll simply say, "Bro, you have been stalking me, You're doing that on purpose, And then I'm going to do bad with you. I'm gonna hack your laptop." This isn't stalking. I don't know why the writer is writing like this. Bro, you have common sense. Come on, man. You need common sense for this. Okay. I'm not changing my accents, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. After George hacked her laptop, he was like, "Oh, she stalked me first. Then what is he going to do?" Imagine, like, if you hacked someone's laptop, what is the second thing you're going to do? What is the second thing you'll do? Talking about Josh, he directly broke into your house. He literally broke in Ali's house. And Ali's like, "Just read this up. This is such a mess." Like, oh my god. Okay, I'm coming. I'm just. If someone broke into your house, what are you exactly going to do? Leave Josh. Josh is a psychopath. He needs some treatment. But Ali is a nurse. She's a good girl. Not a good girl, but a sensible girl, right? So let's read what exactly she wants to say. Okay. The faceless man had been here in my bedroom, on my bed, with his hands in his pants, as he flamed himself. Wow. Bro, you. Okay. This faceless man broke inside her house. He filmed a video inside Ali's house, and Ali got to know, oh my god, this guy is inside my bedroom. And then you know what she did? What would a sane person do? He or she would call the cops, bro. There's a guy who has been stalking me. He has been inside my bedroom. But Ali did something weird. You know what she did? I'm not gonna say it out. Like, I don't want you to demand it. She inserted something. Okay. I turned up the vibrator and pumped the dash toy into myself with one hand while I held my phone. Wow, you did this. That's crazy. Uh-huh. And this is chapter 5. I like, trust me, when you read a book, at least 5 to 6 chapters are just build up of that story. And it's just what you doing, bro. Why are you writing this? Why am I reading this? And why is this US Today bestseller? I was like, nahi. I had to read this up, and I was like, I'll give it a try. Whatever happens, I'm going to read this up. I'm not going to mess up things. Like, I'm someone, if I start reading something and then I had to stop it in middle way because I'm getting bored, it feels like a sin to me. And you don't know, bro. Navisa Allenberg, you don't know the author of this book. You don't know how I'm feeling right now. I somehow tried to get my head all together and I reached chapter 16. I was trying to connect with the story, and then again the story turned boring. Like everything, whatever these guys were doing was predictable AF. Like I was so feeling like this was, I was okay. I was so tensed. Like I was getting bored. I didn't had to read this, and that's all what I had to do. Then I grabbed this book, and I'm finding it interesting. I don't know. I didn't like Dojo Dutt's book, but I'm liking it right now. Oh my god! So this book is a trash to me. That might be a harsh thing, but these aren't even equivalent to dark romance. Trust me, even Haunting Underline was better than that. But I know that didn't had concern or shit. I even don't like it. But I don't like this too. Oh my god. So if I talk more about this book, you'll see me hanging from my ceiling. So I'm not talking more about this book. I didn't like it. I had to stop it in between, but I feel that I have committed a sin something. So yeah, I'm going to read. I'm going to force myself reading every single chapter, like after a day, a gap or something. But I'm going to finish this up. मतलब आपकी सेल्फ में एक पढ़ी हुई बुक रखी रही है जो आपने पढ़ी नहीं है. That feels so weird. So yeah, I'm gonna do something out of it. Until then, I'm bye guys, and I know I look ugly. I don't care. Bye.